In this video, we'll be discussing why Hypixel hasn't done so well with their Capture the Wool, while other servers have done pretty well with their Capture the Wool. Hypixel has the basic form of the game down where you have to go to each other's bases and capture two wools and bring them back to your own base. But other servers such as Overcast Network have mastered this form of game. Overcast Network has more maps than Hypixel, while Hypixel only offers you the same 4 or 5 maps, while Overcast has a variety of maps and game modes for this type of game. And the differences between the two is that Hypixel is more used to a short-term play such as Bed Wars or Sky Wars, where game lengths don't really last as long, and even if you do run into a very long game, the chances of that really happening aren't as great as these type of games, where a game in Overcast Network can take from either 5 minutes to like an hour or two. And the thing about this is that both fan bases for these servers are a lot different because Overcast Network, they like to defend, while in Hypixel it's just you rush each other's bases, and nobody really has the idea of defending. But Hypixel does have the shopkeeper where you can purchase TNT in different kits, which can help you defend if you do choose to defend, but the problem with that is that you have to go and kill people for coins. While in Overcast Network, you just spawn with a kit or in some exceptions or in some maps where you spawn with nothing but there are chests full of stuff that you go and gather loot from. But most of the time you do spawn with a kit, and you can either go mine some iron to make more armor or diamond to make more armor. You already spawn with this general kit, which you can either use to rush or you can use it to defend each other's bases. Both have a different sense of play though when it comes. Hypixel is quick and rush. Overcast can be quick and rush, but you usually will have people defending. But the general idea of rushing can be different. If Hypixel gets into this late game sort of or longer game, it's just generally a whole bunch of blocks thrown around everywhere across the map. While in Overcast Network, this does happen. A new method appears of sky bridging. Sky bridging is where you make a bridge in the sky, hence the name, and you just make this long bridge to the other opponent's base, and this is generally how you will go basically bypass their defense, because at this point their defense is extremely well and it's going to be pretty much impossible for you to go through it on the ground. While in Hypixel, there is no defense. There might just be a ton of players that are stopping you to get to the wool. So Skybridge isn't necessary, and even the kits don't really do much. You might get some extra iron armor to help you rush, but that's really it. Coins and Hypixel don't really serve much for a purpose, because most of the time, the longest game will maybe be 10 minutes. Most of the time it's just quick, and map selections for both are very minimal. While Overcast, they do have tons for Capture Wool, they will also throw in other game modes such as Destroy the Monument and Blitz games, or just Capture the Flag, where it's an actual flag and not wool. While Hypixel is just this sort of repetitive Capture the Wool, and most of the time you get thrown into a game mid-start, but the mid-start is like 3 minutes into the game because those games don't really last as long. So the difference between the two is you can very much tell the difference between the two. And Hypixel hasn't really done much updating to the game, which sort of leaves it in this sort of limbo mode where it doesn't really progress but doesn't really decrease, because it still has its sort of popularity of around 200 players, though it could be a lot more hyped if they do add more changes, make the map smaller since it only has 50 player max populations for the games, and overall sort of change it where you do have the option of defending, or such as you just put a chest down and just put some crafting tables in there or some fences or just some buttons for general defense, as these are put in a lot of Overcast networks, capture the wool games or destroy the monument games. Or maybe just even trying to copy Overcast network, just add destroy the monument, since that could also really probably add some more players into the game because it's a new game mode. There's more adventuring, it's more of a that's the objective. You might even start getting these sky bridges and more of these experienced plays between the two. And that is it for this video. I'll be making more videos based off of each other's Hypixel's Capture the Wool versus Overcast Network in general, and how Overcast Network has really progressed ever since I played it in 2013. I knew it existed beforehand, but I want to compare more of these two game modes to each other, see how Hypixel can really progress, and see how Overcast has really done it, because Overcast has really perfected this game mode, which I think is perfected because you get more of these experienced plays and not just you rush, and if I do try and defend, I'm the only one defending in Hypixel's Capture the Wool, which does get tiring after a while since the games are only like 5 minutes. But this is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoy. This is my first commentary video, so if the microphone quality isn't great because I don't own a great microphone, and the editing isn't also great because I have a free editor program. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing. If you didn't like the video, then I don't know, dislike or something. Yeah, do that if you want to. And that's it. My next video will be problem with sky bridging and what problems can arise from sky bridging.